What is up, YouTube? Jesse here with Just Man Sports Cards. Going to do a breakdown of how I'm going to make over $200 in buying dollar box raw cards in a single day. If you haven't watched the video yet, I'll link it up here. And it's definitely worth going and checking out, me picking up the cards. And I've put chapters in that video so it's easy to link to if you just want to watch the raw cards and actually check your skills on actually how good that you are. I comped all the cards. So out of the 167 cards, I believe I can sell 104 at $1.50. And that's these two piles. That's the 104 cards. I'm not going to go through all those. I'm going to try to keep this shorter, more informative, because I value your time as well as mine. But I did do a lot of work in comping all these to make a great video for you guys. Here's 43 cards in the middle. I believe I can get $2 or more for those. It's kind of an average. So like some of these will go for a little more than $2 and some maybe a little less. How you can test your skills on checking out that video that I linked to is there's 9 cards that will go for $4 or more. See if you can find those 9 cards. I'm going to show those 9 cards. I'm going to show all the, and then there's 10 cards that went for $6 or more. So you might want to test your skills, like kind of your dollar box skills in a way. And that's what I did with this exercise of myself, is my dollar box skills. And am I good at it or am I not good at it? There's 10 cards that went for $6. I said that. There's actually one card in that lot that very recently sold for over $33. And it looks like it's a solid sale that this player actually sells for that much often. We'll run through the financials, and at the very end, I'll get a cheat code that I kind of use that will actually show you how to bump these sales up above $200. And so we'll jump into it. So if you haven't watched that video and you're not going to go back and watch it, that's fine. I'll give you the breakdown here. I bought 167 raw cards in a dollar bin. It was 10 for, if you bought 10, it was for 50 cents a piece. Since I bought so many, the dealer did for 40 cents a piece. So $65 divided by 167, that gets you 39 cents per card. I repealing sleeved all of them. It might not have been easy to see, but they were in pretty bad painting sleeves, plus they all had dollar markings on them. So these will keep the cards in good shape until I send them off. I'm going to ship the cards to ComC, so my shipping cost will be 6 cents per card. They'll just go in a bulk box. That might be a little high, a little low, but that's, I think what I calculated out, it should be about right. I plan on selling almost all these cards on ComC. ComC, check out my cards. It's a great site for you selling bulk low-end cards. It's definitely better if you can sell $2 or above cards, but it works for $1.50 cards. And you'll see kind of how the cards it works for. I'll show you all that. There's a 50-cent upload charging for raw cards. Slabbed cards, it's a $1 fee. So hold time, this wasn't something I was fully aware of, but I've educated myself more. COMC or ComC, that's how both people say it, is they actually charge you a penny per month to hold your card if you have it listed for more than 74 cents. I don't know why at 50 cents a card there's no room in sending in something less than 74 cents, but so basically I'm going to be paying a penny a month to hold the cards there. I'm going to price them very competitively. I've sold a lot on ComC, and basically if you're the lowest listing, your card's going to sell. And a lot of times this is what I do just to move these cards and kind of to compound it. Another thing that not everyone's aware of, but there's a 5% fee for every sale that you make on there. So whatever it sells for, they charge you 5% of that. And so for a $1.50 card, it's essentially 8 cents. So that I've calculated my cost for per card essentially as $1.11. This 5% fee would move around a little bit as you get a little higher up in the cost. So $1.11, $1.15. 104 cards, I believe I can sell for $1.50, like I said, minus the 111 and my cost. I'm making 39 cents per card on 104 cards. I'm gonna make $40.56. So I'm not gonna make all my money back on there. And this is where you can kind of see you really want to be sending at least something that can get a solid $1.50. Like almost all the cards are listed for $1.75, and you could list one for 150, 160, and move it pretty quickly. Is kind of where you want to be at, and that's where most of those cards are. Some of them are going to be I'm going to have to do like 135, 130, but then some I'm going to be able to do for 180, etc. The $2 pile, there's 43 cards of that, and on those you can see just having that extra 50 cents, it really makes a difference on your bottom line. You just add that there, you make 89 cents per card times 43, 38. So on the out of 147 cards, I'm at $78 and I already made my money back. The next, there's 9 cards, which I'm about to show at $4 value, and that's basically gonna make $2.89 per card, and times 9 cards, $26. So we're gonna get into the cards, and we're only gonna move up in the value, and then I will show you the cheat code at the end. Warren Sapp, the Legend, Prism, and these are numbered out of 125, so these do pretty well. Courtland Sutton, this is the Optic Prism Silver, however you want to call it. So it's they don't always, yeah, it does say it on this. Some of the optics they don't say it, but this version it does. So Prism, and then you can just look for the shine. Jacoby Brissett. This had strong sales. I know he had some hype around him, so I don't know if it'll stay at $4, but I believe it should, and it's at a $2.99. So sometimes just looking at it, you're not gonna be able to tell, but numbered stuff always does well. Prism stuff does well. You can see here, Larry Fitz. I forget. This is like the green yellow version. It's not numbered. It's a $4 card. Robert Griffin. I comped all of these yesterday, so I feel very confident in saying that it's a $4 card. These aren't numbered either. It's a $4 card. Jerome Bettis is a $4 card, and these Brave Valor is a $4 card. So next up is the $6 cards. There's 10 of them at $4.89. I make $48. It's a great deal there. If I could have picked these 10 out and just gone home with those, that would have been a pretty good job, and I would have only spent $12 probably. So we'll get into these. These are the $6 ones. These are if you had an eagle eye and you went back and rewatched that video, you did a good job of picking these out. Devin Hester, Topps Chrome, premium brand, all-time great. So that's a recipe for success. Tim Tebow, Topps Chrome, one of his top rookie cards. So that's for success. And then you have to kind of know that his market, he's still highly, I would say collectible. Maybe not highly collectible is not right. Troy, all-time great. X-Fractor. This one might be more in the $5 range, but some of these bounce a little over $6. Tom Brady, his stuff is always pretty solid. You can assume it's going to be worth at least $1 in this top finest. Reggie Wayne, great looking card. It's got the gold look, low numbered out of 75, $6 on that one. Marshall Falk, it's kind of got the color match going on. You could call that gold or orange. I think some people call it orange. Yeah, I think it's the orange version when I looked it up. It's the $6 card. J.J. Watt, one of the all-time greats. Anything. This is numbered out of 99. So it's a $6 card. Myles Garrett. If this had been a rookie, it would have been a slam dunk. But the blue laser prism. And it's a second-year card for him. Jarvis Landry, rookie card, highly gradable. I could grade most of these. It would just be, I don't know that I want to chance it, but this is like a 9 or a 10. A lot of these, if I thought for sure they were 10, I would grade them. but they're kind of coin flips. I think they're 9 or 10s. And then at 9s to put the extra 18, 20 bucks into it, I'm not really sure about. And DJ Moore, like this card looks great. It's just off center a little bit, top to bottom. And then the optic hollows are always off a little bit, left to right on the back. So that would be another coin flip. It always seems like it's a coin flip if they give you a 9 or a 10. I've graded some of the cards and I look at the backs and I'm like, it looks the same to me. But so that was the 10 cards at $6, and upcoming is the big $33 card. Did you guess it right if you went back and looked? This is it. Zach Martin. I thought I knew football pretty well. I mean, I listened to a number of podcasts, so I feel like I know kind of the players on the Hall of Fame track. This is numbered at 125. So I definitely went up and looked up this guy's stats. He's a stud. First offensive lineman. His first 6 years he's made All Pro, and then I forget out of that he's like or Pro Bowl, and then out of the Pro Bowl is like 4 times he's been All Pro. So that hasn't been done in like 50 years or something like that for an offensive lineman. So this guy's just monster stud. And Cowboys, so he's highly collectible. 6'4", 308 pounds, and it's a $33 card. So for this one, I am going to send it off to PSA and see if I can I feel like a $33 card. If I put another 20 bucks into it, I'm into it for $21 at that point. Could I sell it for 50? I feel like so, even if it gets a 9, and then if it gets a 10, it would probably move into that $75 to $100 range. The cheat code that I was talking about, total profit is that's the $1.50 cards, the $2 cards, the $4 cards, the $6 cards, and then the $33 card. It's $185. So the cheat code is, if you can be patient enough, and I am, and kind of what I do is I just have boxes that I build for ComC throughout the year, and they will occasionally run 30% off specials. And a lot of people don't think that's much on 50-cent cards, and they do that for graded cards too. So on the graded cards, it's 30 cents because it's $1 to submit. So just on these 167 cards, another 15 cents per card is $25. So for a box just sitting around that I have labeled ComC, I'm completely okay holding on to that box for another 6 months to a year to make the extra $25. And then it just gives you more wiggle room to the extra 15 cents if the card does happen to come down off $2 to $1.75. You have the room built in there to increase your chance for success. Anyways, I've enjoyed cranking out these videos for everyone, and I hope you're enjoying them. And if you do, make sure to subscribe. Later.